I hate my job. I don't enjoy being an architect. I see a lot of architects complaining about this. There is this constant chatter about how architecture is a field where you cannot be happy in, where you cannot be a fulfilled professional. In architecture school, everybody felt so free and so inspired all the time. But as we come to the field, a lot of people complain about not getting great work where they can really flex their creativity. And I wanted to make this video to say, I don't completely agree. So in this video, let's look at some possible reasons as to why people are dissatisfied with being an architect and what we can do to change that. Alright, let's start with the obvious one. There's not enough money in architecture. The field is an underpaid one, especially for freshers. We have discussed this time and time again on this channel, and of course, there need to be reforms. But it is also true that when you graduate, you are great at designing. You have spent years learning how to design, but you do not know how to bring that design to life. This is something my boss at Studio Ardent told me once. The reason you spend so much time on just one design problem in school is that you are learning how to design. And so when you graduate, you are expected to know how to design. But now you're supposed to learn how to bring that design to life. 70% of the job of being an architect is also knowing how what you've designed will be translated into reality. And so because you're learning even after college, you're usually paid less when you just start. But yes, I do believe there need to be laws around minimum salaries and there need to be reforms. But having said that, this is an issue that you can easily overcome. See, you get more salary on two bases, either experience or skill. So experience comes with time. You have to be patient for that. And as you get more experience, the salary that you get gets higher. And with more experience, you can also gain enough knowledge to start your own firm. The second way to get higher salaries is to skill up. Certain specializations like computational design and BIM are sought after by employers, and so they pay higher salaries for these. Okay, let's look at the next reason why people are dissatisfied with being an architect, and that is long work hours. It's true, architecture as a field demands a lot of your time and energy, and employees are made to work overtime and sometimes even called on the weekends. Now, to be honest, I don't think this will completely go away, and this is true for a lot of professions. Lawyers, doctors, a lot of them have these insane work hours, are even called on the weekends. And yes, I recognize the difference being they are paid much better for this, which is something that we need to rectify. But the truth is, certain projects and certain deadlines require you to put in those extra hours. And to be honest, that is fine. The problem comes when this becomes an everyday common practice. If you are required to constantly work overtime, to constantly come in on the weekend, then yes, that is a problem. See, there of course needs to be better regulation for this in the future. We need laws, we need reforms. But in your present circumstance, my solution would be to talk to your boss about it. See, a lot of times bosses also realize that they are demanding too much, and together you can actually look for solutions, whether that is maybe hiring a new person so that the entire workload put on the employees can be shared. Also, the problem might boil down to efficiency. Sometimes offices have outdated systems in place, and because of that, the tasks that can be done much faster with advanced programs take hours and hours to finish. For example, when we talk about BIM, it is not just about 3D modeling or streamlining your work. It is about getting that work done efficiently and much faster. So again, these are conversations that you need to have with your employer. But very importantly, if you're in an office where healthy communication with superiors is not encouraged, I would recommend looking for another job, especially if you want to stay in that office for a long time. Healthy communication between all hierarchies is crucial, really crucial to having an efficient office. And if that is not the case, it is only going to increase the load on you physically and also mentally. So if your employers are not open to having conversations, talking to you, I would suggest looking for another job. Alright, let's come to our last reason, and one of the most important ones for not being happy in the office. You are just not doing great work. In architecture school, you used to be so free, especially in your thesis where you completely designed these ambitious projects. But as soon as you came to the office, a lot of times you were just sitting and drafting toilets. After a while, if the work coming to you does not get better, if there is no experimentation, your work starts to feel stagnant. There is no excitement in your work. Now, a solution for this would be again to talk to your boss, to ask them for more exciting work, to proactively participate in experimenting and pushing the boundaries. Another way to do much more exciting work is to skill up. Sometimes the work you do feels boring and repetitive is because the tools and software that you're using are outdated. The work that you do is limited and much slower in this case and not at all rewarding. When I was doing my internship, I was the only intern that knew Rhino and Grasshopper, and because of that I was able to do so much more within the office, and I was given projects that had so much experimentation that had a lot of creativity demand from my side. And all of that happened because I knew the required tools. Because when I was in college, I had skilled up. So basically, as you acquire new technical skills, you get to work on newer projects. And trust me, when you're able to do this, to design, to experiment, that drive to create really comes back. I mean, think of how much fun do the guys doing parametric modeling have. So my advice would be to consider skilling up. So there are solutions to a lot of problems that you might be having within the field. Now, as we talk throughout the video, one common solution to a lot of the problems is to gain newer technical skills. If you consider doing courses that helps you explore newer areas within architecture, it can get you higher salary, get you more exciting projects, and even get you opportunities in newer firms. One such course you can go for is BIM, or Building Information Modeling. Now, recent estimates have shown that BIM professionals are paid 40% higher salaries compared to their colleagues. And of course, once you're a BIM professional, you're engaged in and are in charge of much bigger and exciting projects. And if you're considering BIM, I suggest looking at Oneistox's BIM course. This course, which costs 1/10 of a master's program, not only gets you trained by top BIM professionals working in reputed firms, but also gets you real experience by making you work on a capstone rebar structured project. It is a part-time 6-month course, so you can pursue it while you're working. And once the course is done, they also provide you with placements. So if you're planning to pursue BIM, do check them out. Also, let's keep this discussion going. Let me know in the comments below what are some of the problems that you go through in this field, and also can you also suggest some possible solutions for it? Let's discuss with each other. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, to share this video, and also to subscribe to Blessedarch. I will see you guys soon with more such content. Until then, bye bye.